Hey everyone. So as part of the lab this week, we are having you make graphs for each of the different components and each of the different treatments, and you're supposed to add the error bars. So it turns out it's really hard to customize error bars in Excel and in Google Sheets. So I'm going to do just a quick tutorial to try and get you kind of caught up so that it'll be a little bit easier. So first things first, you're going to want to have 3 graphs as part of your homework, and each graph is going to represent a different metric. So this is just some sample data. Remember that we had these organized in kind of a weird way, so each of the tabs represents a different treatment, right? So this was treatment 1, this was treatment 2, and then this was treatment 3. This is just sample data. This isn't your data. But you're going to be graphing specifically one graph for each component. So in today's example, I'm just going to do height. So you're going to want to create a new sheet that is based on height. And I think that there are a few ways you can do this. The first is you could organize it like this, where we have treatment 1 with the white morph and the purple morph, treatment 2 with the white morph and the purple morph, and then treatment 3 with the white and the purple. But I think the easiest way to do this is to actually do it like this. So you have here height. I have just copied down the mean, standard deviation, and standard error for height for each of these, for each treatment, which are represented by the different tabs. And then each of these little clusters here represents a different morph. So this is all the white, and this is all the purple. So to create a graph, I'm doing this on a Mac, by the way, but it should be pretty similar on PC. And then I'll show Google Sheets here in a second. So you're going to select the data that you want to plot. You're going to want to plot the mean, and then you're going to add standard error. So you're going to go to Insert, and then you're going to go to Chart. And I think that the best way to do this is to start with a line chart, because that way it treats the x as a categorical value rather than as like a scatter plot where it treats it as something continuous. And you can pick any of these. So I'm just going to pick this one. So you can see here that already the line is there, and we don't want the line because it's not like these treatments are actually incremental. So you're going to go here and you're going to give me a second to move some stuff around. You're going to go to, let's see, chart design. Oh, that's right. So you're going to select it, right click. Hold on a second because it's freaking out. You're going to want to try and select the format data series, and then you can go over here. I did that just by right clicking on the line, and it has automatic. Just select no line, and it removes the line. Okay, so we have that. Now to add the standard error values, what you'll do here is you will, up on the top left, you're going to see add chart element. Click there, go to error bars. Notice that there's no way to customize like this, so just pick any of these. I'm going to just randomly select standard error. Notice that these values are the exact same for all of them, and we want to specify those values to be the values in D. So to do that, click on the standard error, and then right click on it and hit format error bars. Then over here, you go to custom, go to specify value, and then here you can select all of your standard error values. So that's your positive error value range, and then you select the negative, once again by selecting all of the negative error bar value ranges. And then you hit OK, and there you go. Now you have a chart with different error bars, and this is specifically for the white morph, and those are the error bars appropriate for each. So then to add in the purple, you're going to do a similar thing. You're going to right click on the chart, hit select data, and then you're going to add in a series. So series 1 was the white morph, and series 2 is going to be the purple morph. And then you will select your Y values for that series, which are going to be these, right? And then you hit OK. So it adds in the Y values for the purple morph. That makes sense. Then you repeat the process to add in the error bars and to specify the error bar values once again off of those. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show on this. Remember to include an informative title and all axes labels. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm now going to stop sharing here and switch my screen. Okay, so this is how to do it in Google Sheets. Google Sheets is, some things are a little easier in Google Sheets. Unfortunately, error bars are not easier in Google Sheets, but I'm gonna show you the workaround to doing this. So this is the same table that I showed you before. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Nope, I can't. That's okay, you should be able to see it. So this is the same table as before. And now the difference is to actually plot these, you're going to have to create like a matrix table here. So this is treatment 1. Let's say this is treatment 1 white, treatment 2 white, treatment 3 white. And this is treatment 1 purple, treatment 2 purple, treatment 3 purple. So you can copy those, go to paste special, paste transposed, there's that. And then what you're gonna do is just enter in these values where they correspond. So treatment 1 white to treatment 1 white is this value. Treatment 2, oops. Treatment 2 to treatment 2, and so on. Then you go to purple. Okay, then you're going to go select the entire range, select insert, and then you're going to select chart. You can then customize the chart. Remember that we want a scatter kind of plot, right? Where we have just dots and then it shows the individual error bars. So you go to column chart and then you go to scatter, you can select that. And I'll let you kind of readjust the order of these. So unfortunately, what you have to do to specify individual error bars is you have to treat each data point as a different series. So it looks a lot clunkier. It doesn't look as nice. So what I would recommend doing is you can think about the order of these. You can either keep it in this order where you have treatment 1 whites and then treatment 1 purples, or I'm sorry, the whites and then the purples, or you could have treatment 1 white, treatment 1 purple, treatment 2 white, treatment 2 purple. I'll let you specify that and think critically about which would allow for an easier comparison. But what I will show you now is how to add in the error bars. So once we have this plot, we're going to go to customize. We're going to go to series. And then for each of these series, you should be able to, there's like a little drop-down menu here. You can select that, and then you can specify which series you want to focus on. So I'm just focused on treatment 1 white, and what I can do now is I can select error bar, and then I can choose the value, hit constant, and then now that we have the constant value, this is where you can enter in your standard error. So standard error for treatment 1 white was 0.4549, let's say. Okay, so there you go. There is your standard error bar. That makes a lot of sense. Oops, we don't want a trend line. And you can basically go through and do that for each of your different treatments. So now I'm on to treatment 2, go to error bar. I can select constant, and the error for treatment 2 white was 0.3344. There you go. And the other cool thing that you can do is you can change the color of these, right? So you can change the color of the point to represent the different morphs. So this is white. So I changed it to white. I wouldn't do that because that looks really bad. Maybe like a darker color, something like that. And then for the purples, you can just go to the purples and you can change the color of the purples to be purple. And you can do that for all of them. I would recommend using the same color for each of them and just keeping the x-axis as the different treatments. So I'll let you work on cleaning that up, adding in all of the important elements, but now hopefully you have a better understanding of how to add in specified error values for both Excel and Google Sheets.